I'm sure for y'all that played it, y'all probably remember from GT5 how it had the Ferrari Formula cars. All the other GTs, since I think like GT3 or something like that, had the generic Gran Turismo Formula car, but for GT5 and the games associated with it only, Gran Turismo had the Ferrari F1 license, which featured in GT5 itself the 2007 model and the 2010. The 2010 model was only in GT5, but the 2007 was featured in GT5 Prologue and GT PSP. This particular model, obviously it's in GT5, but the special thing about it, y'all might be able to tell by looking at it is actually a standard, aka it doesn't have a cockpit view. So, even though GT5, this car was added in as obviously premium, because it was premium in Prologue as well, why does the standard exist? Well, as far as I know, because I ported the GT5 PSP into GT5, which was a thing that existed back then, you could do that. The Formula car on GT5 PSP that showed up in GT5 in the port over was exactly the same as this. So, pretty much what that means is that for whatever reason, Polyphony Digital decided to port over a car from a completely different system onto a new system without doing anything to it. Which leads me to believe of now why this isn't a thing. Think about it. Y'all probably know where I'm going with this. If PD was willing to port over cars that didn't really look all that good in 2010, why not now? I don't really care if I get some stuff in GT6 ported to GT Sport if it doesn't look all that good. I just want to drive it on the new tracks and stuff. I'm even fine with that, the Hatsu thing, the one that y'all, like the Minecraft one, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I'm even fine with that because it's better than nothing. I'd much rather have a car that doesn't look good than nothing at all. And this car is the same way too. Because this is a very rare and actually sort of kind of collector's edition type car. Because there was only one way to actually get it. You had to have had enough money at the time. In the one time, it was featured in the Gran Turismo 5 online dealership. Which not all that many people really used. Because by the time that was actually implemented, a lot of people actually already had quite a lot of the cars in the game. So pretty much you had to know where to look and look at the right time and have enough money to get it. So what I'm saying is if PD was willing to make actually a generic looking, not all that good model car be a rarity and a collector's item, why not just do the same in the sport? I mean, I know they're starting to port over cars now, but they're like edited up or whatever. What I'm saying is, why don't we just go ahead and get like all of them ported over like immediately? I don't care what they look like. And obviously PD didn't at one time either, and I'm not saying that like a bad thing. Having something is better than nothing. I mean, also there was ports other than F2007 and GT5, like the Mercedes SL Goldwing, the SL 300, the old one. That I'm kind of 50-50 on. That might have been a port from GT4 even, because that's still a completely different system. Because we already had the premium in the game, and that's also standard. So it's not just they're willing to port over something from a portable, they're willing to port over something from the previous generation of the main console. So, wink wink, can that be like a thing we get? Because, I mean, even look at this. This was from a PSP game from 9 years ago? 08? 09? I can't remember. When GT PSP came out, something along the lines of that. I think it was after Prologue, I think. But it still had some of the stuff that GT4 had in it, so it was a nice, refreshing thing to race some new cars on old tracks, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even talking about the tracks, I'm talking about the cars, because tracks kind of aren't getting ported over, really, yet. But I know I've kind of rambled to the point of y'all get what I'm saying, but still, PD doesn't seem to get it yet. Do y'all agree with me? Do y'all not? I'm surprised this hasn't actually been brought up yet, as far as I know. And really, about the only reason I waited till now to bring it up is because the porting has kind of started to begin. Now that it's starting to begin, why not go ahead and do it some more? Y'all are obviously capable of doing it. So why not start now, folks? Why not start now? And no, please don't make comments about not having the Ferrari F1 license. I know. This is just a reference.